They always tell you there's a catch, a compromise, an asterisk. Sprite Zero Sugar? It's different. It's the lemon lime flavored refreshment you want with zero sugar. This is Sprite Zero Sugar. Obey your thirst.
This is it. The world as you know it is over. Completely done. It's not about to be over. It's over.
Some of the scientists who helped build AI are now sounding the alarm.
I was selling AI as a great thing for decades, and I was wrong.
There's a longer-term existential threat that will arise when we create digital beings that are more intelligent than ourselves. We have no idea whether we can stay in control.
While others say that AI will usher in unfathomable abundance.
I've always believed that it's going to be the most important invention that humanity will ever make.
This really will be a world of abundance.
And among these fears and these fantasies, we seek the story of our future. Listen to The Last Invention on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the TJ Show. Wow, what would you do if this was your dude? There's a Norwegian Olympian, Strula. He won a bronze medal, and he was in his post-race interview.
Right.
Meanwhile, his teammate had won the gold, so some people are upset and saying this guy stole the spotlight and it overshadowed the gold win. And the reason why they're saying that is because he took this time to admit that he was unfaithful to his partner. 6 months ago, I met the love of my life, the world's most beautiful, sweetest person, and 3 months ago, I made the biggest mistake of my life and cheated on her. This is during the Olympics. He added that while people may see him differently after his confession, he, quote, only has eyes for her.
Doesn't sound like it. When I saw the video, I didn't think he was admitting to cheating in that moment. I think he was just remorseful.
Right. Like, it seems like he admitted it to her and they split up, and now he's like, oh, no, I want her back.
Right.
I think that's what happened.
And this is like a kind of like a Hail Mary, like, hey, I've tried everything. I'm going to try this.
Okay, so put yourself in this position not that you'd ever be in this position. What do you do with this, J-Bo?
Well, if I was a medalist, I would just keep that to myself. I already try to get her back or him back. If I was her, I would be like, you got to be kidding me. This is so embarrassing.
Same. Oh, yeah, so embarrassing.
What would you do, Heather?
I would get back with him just so I could break up with him again.
You would dump him twice.
That's what I would do. Yeah, because this guy seems like a moron.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, congratulations on the medal.
So he hopes that there is light at the end of the tunnel here. You know, this is why I love this quote. It's from Martin Luther. It says, you cannot prevent the birds of trouble from flying over your head, but you can prevent them from building a nest in your hair. And I talk about this often with my wife, Jess, because fortunately for me, she was married once before and it blew up because of an affair. Mm-hmm. And so we talk about this subject openly. I also happen to be a fan of very hot women. And so when I'm at the
Same.
Right? When I'm at the gym, I make a decision. I am not going to just start staring at girls. Mm-hmm. And again, it works out very conveniently. They're not interested in me, but I do this because I don't want that in my head. I don't want to
horse blinders on the treadmill.
Exactly. Yeah, I do. And people Kenny, one of them, makes fun of me for this.
I don't think there's anything wrong with looking, but whatever.
But I want to ask you two, would you guys have thrown this Hail Mary? Would you have been like, you know what? Hey, I might get her back if I do this.
You know what? I have very dear friends where it was a similar situation and they're married now. And they have a beautiful relationship. Okay. So I think it all depends on...
I'm asking you, would you have thrown this Hail Mary?
Yes, of course.
You would have done that. You would have been like, I'm sorry.
Yes, I would do whatever it would... I'd give up but I wouldn't... My point is, I don't want to be in that position.
No, of course not. But you asked me the question. So
Anything.
I want to ask you a question.
Of course.
How about you, Kenny? Would you have thrown this Hail Mary?
Yeah, I think I probably would have. I do remember when I broke up with my first ever girlfriend, this was my freshman year of high school, I was very distraught and I would have done anything to get her back. Whatever I did not work. I did not come up with this idea. It wasn't in the Olympics.
You weren't an Olympian.
You don't quite have the Olympian body.
I mean,
right.
in that situation,
right. You could have been, though.
If I had that opportunity, I probably would have done something like that.
Cool.
All right, guys. All right.
Alan in Knoxville, Tennessee. Alan, you there?
Hey, TJ crew.
Alan, tell me, what is the most exciting part of your life?
Not burning myself when I get coffee in the morning. That's one of the biggest things right now.
Yeah, where are you getting your coffee from these days?
Usually I just go into the kitchen. We've got a Keurig, but for some reason, if I forget my glasses, I may accidentally put like Death Wish instead of the lighter grade stuff. And yeah, I just got to be cautious.
Do you drink Death Wish coffee?
Not intentionally.
Yeah.
It was given to me as a gift.
Right.
And if I drink maybe 2 cups of it, I'm not sleeping for like a week.
Oh,
good for you, man. It's
That's
fun.
some good coffee.
Yeah, it's
High
fun to
octane.
keep going. You know, it's funny you bring up that brand. I've seen it, and I always skip over it because I'm like, well, I don't really have a Death Wish on
Right.
myself. Like, I'm sure
I don't
they're,
want to live.
I'm sure they're nice people. And actually, I was at a concert, and so I order a bottle of water, and they put this can on the bar, and it says Liquid Death on it. And I thought, do I have to drink this, or should I just be thirsty? And, you know, the story behind that brand.
I've seen that.
Yeah, the story behind it is interesting. The way they decided to can water, it turned into this, what, billion-dollar industry? It's totally but the name of these, like, death drinks, it bothers me a little bit. I don't know. There's something inside of me that gets all stirred up. We prayed over the water and said a prayer, and then I drank it. I was hydrated. But, Alan, also, I want to ask you, you have this very booming voice. Are you like a radio person or something?
No, I do have a podcast, but no, I've never been on the radio. Well, except for with you guys right now.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, you picked up the phone and it's like, hello, this is Alan.
That's what I
How
thought
are you
too.
doing? And you could introduce a song and it would sound great.
Is your name Alan Roach? Are you the Super Bowl public address announcer? He sounds like that guy.
No, I'm just a burnout safety guy on construction sites.
Oh.
Is that what they tell you to say? They tell you to say that, right?
Yeah. Could you imagine if this is
He's
the guy?
hiding.
Yeah, that guy is famous.
And for today's coin toss, we will be using the Libertas coin, designed by Benjamin Franklin for America's 250th anniversary.
Wait, can you announce our show like, coming up, something wildly entertaining? Give it a shot.
Okay, listen up. You got TJ and the crew on your radio. Do not turn that dial. I will find you.
I will find you.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
I like the slight threat at the
Yes,
end. That's good.
yes.
You know,
That's how we get most of our listeners.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Alan, great job. You might have a future in this. I like this. It's been a joy to talk to you.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you all. It was probably 5-6 weeks ago. I was coming out here to Oak Ridge, and your show came on, and I couldn't turn away. It was absolutely great. The way you guys interact, I really enjoy it.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, I'm not going to be changing anytime soon.
Oh, man. Alan, I love this. And
Unless
listen,
you have something bad to say about bald people.
bald people. I'm balding,
No,
sir.
TJ's balding, so.
And I'm right behind him.
We
if you
joke
wanna-
on him. Yeah. We joke on him, but that's about it.
Yeah, there are these layers of dystopia that continue to enter into our planet. It's very weird. J-Bo, you just discovered another one. I like talking about these so we can just be aware of them.
Well, I'm glad you like talking about them because I don't like it. I don't like experiencing it. So, I don't currently have a vehicle by choice, and so I've been taking rideshare a bit, which I don't mind. You know, it's been fun. I get to actually see the neighborhood I live in because when you're driving, you don't get to see much. You're just focusing on the road.
And
you
it
know?
feels like a baller, you know, when you got somebody picking you up.
Yeah, my driver.
Yeah.
Jeeves.
Yeah,
Get
no.
the door.
Yeah, so I don't mind. I love it. So I go to place my request for a ride. And, you know, I always say thank you for picking me up because even though I'm requesting it and I'm paying for the service, it's still their vehicle. They can always deny my request.
And you're a polite person.
That's right. You know, you have manners.
Manners are good.
My mom raised me right. And so I said, thank you for picking me up. The person said, you're welcome. I got in the car. I'm chilling. I'm minding my business. And this has been happening a lot with rideshare, the ones that I've been getting into. No music is playing. The person's not talking. I don't mind them not talking. Peace of mind. I like to be quiet in the back of the car. Not a big deal. But no music makes it so eerie.
Yeah.
It's like this like weird feeling, like this chill down my spine. And so I'm thinking maybe this is my fault. So I started looking through my profile on my rideshare. I'm like, did I select this?
Like a setting that says you don't want to talk.
Exactly.
Right.
And I haven't done that. I have not done that. So I don't know why that's been happening, but it's kind of sort of freaking me out.
Yeah, I have a theory about this, and it is a little freaky. I think people are they're getting more and more afraid to talk to one another, especially in recorded environments. And a lot of these Lyft rides are recorded.
And that's fine.
They're running audio and actually
safety reasons.
Yeah, I have a personal connection. A friend of mine, he drives for one of the ride-sharing programs. He was accused of sexual harassment, and they actually shut down his entire account.
What?
Yes, and thankfully, the company went to the recording in the car because he can record the car.
Right.
And they realized it wasn't true. And so I was like, why would someone do that to you? And he said his theory is that they try to get a free ride. And it's like, could you imagine a more skewed moral compass that you would accuse someone of that?
Just to get a free ride.
Yes.
That is insane.
So bizarre. So I wonder if it's...
fund me. Like, what is happening?
Well, but is it just easier to just be silent and not have to deal with any of that? I wonder if that's the reason. And it goes back to what we're saying. The more that's recorded, the more people are self-conscious about what they're saying and doing because no one wants to mess up, and then we're all just staring at each other in silence.
And so you think like maybe they're not playing music because they want to make sure the recording is very clear?
Could be that. Who knows?
Just a little bit though. Put a little bit of R&B on, some little hip-hop, a little bit of rock and roll. I don't care. Play something.
Yeah, you watch. The more these meta glasses catch on, body cams, people are going to be like so stiff. You can't even engage like you would.
You know what? Matter of fact, there was one car I did get into, and they were playing sports talk radio, and that just upset me. So matter of fact, just keep, don't play anything.
Rather be silent.
Just leave it alone.
Our show is a good choice.
That's right.
Yeah, you can put our show on. You might as well keep it dystopian theme today.
Yay.
Seems like there's a lot of these stories that are popping up. And I'll preface this by saying I'm a fan of the Ring Cam, but there was one feature, when I first saw it, I did feel some kind of way about it. It was called Search Party.
Yeah.
And it comes up when you set up the camera. Well, coincidentally, people are outraged by the Super Bowl ad that Ring ran. You may have seen this. The whole concept is, if you have a lost pet, you upload a picture of the dog or the cat or whatever to the Ring Cam network or whatever they've set up.
Search Party.
And it starts to activate all of the local Ring Cams in the area where you live.
Right.
And so, of course, people are like, well, yeah, I want to help with lost dogs. And it's a fantastic commercial in the sense that they go, lost dogs, they've been trying to find them the same way. And it shows like the picture of the dog on a telephone pole, take the phone number, and it's, of course, antiquated. And it's so easy to just opt in because you're like, yeah, well, that works. It uses AI then to take the picture you upload of your yellow lab or whatever it is, and then it will find it, and then someone will get alerted. They'll get the dog, and then the dog comes home, and it's this very heartwarming commercial.
Yeah, the ad pulls at your heartstrings. Let's be real. We all want to help find somebody's lost pet.
Some are saying, well, if they could do that with a dog, they can also do it with a human. So would it be an easy way to track human beings? Is this a Trojan horse for mass surveillance technology? Now, again, this is just a take that someone has. I'm a guy who still has Ring Cams in front of my house, and I like the technology. I have not opted into the lost pet thing, and part of it is there's some arrogance inside of me. I feel like if your dog gets lost, you're not taking care of your dog.
Oh,
like, get a better gate.
True.
Yeah, you know what? Get a gate with a lock.
Maybe the dog dug itself out,
I have this theory that, like, if my dog gets lost and that's what's going to take her out, then,
No, that's horrible,
well,
TJ.
I don't want to give up the surveillance thing to find my dog.
And I totally understand that. You don't even have to give that up. But I think the way you feel about, like, you have to get a better fence or that's on you, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, they got great locks. Home Depot, Lowe's. Go pick one up.
And TJ acts like he never lost his dog before. His dog left his friend's house. How many times, J-Bo? Twice.
Yeah, okay.
And you're telling me you wouldn't go look for your Luna?
I forgot about that. So technically, I didn't lose my dog. But we allowed one of our friends to watch our dog. And my Luna, she's a senior. And you've met senior citizens who don't care about anything. Well, my dog has gotten to that point.
Yeah.
She left their house and escaped, and a neighbor found her. But she had the old school collar. The name, the phone number, we got a call. Oh, thanks for catching her.
You got a call twice.
But you're acting like dogs don't just get out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
It happens.
Yes. In this case, I have an extra smart dog, and she was in an unusual location, and she went exploring. But still, I don't want to give up my personal information to find her.
I agree.
People have so many feelings about this Ring camera and finding dogs, and some of the comments on the internet are hilarious. Like one that I found, somebody was like, "You're telling me millions of dogs go missing every day, and you only bring home one? No, the odds aren't good. I'm not doing it."
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, that's fair."
It is a wild time.
One a day.
Sure, I lost, but I still felt like a winner yesterday. We all bet on the game over the weekend. I thought for sure the Patriots were going to win it. I really did. Even while they were losing, I thought, oh no, this is just what the Patriots do. They want to keep it exciting. They're losing on purpose. And then I just kept seeing one field goal kick after the next, and the Seahawks obviously pulled it off. But I bet that whoever lost would have to go to our favorite restaurant in the area. There's a Jamaican place up the street. It's a grandma stirring the pot.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's
authentic. It's authentic. It's great.
Yeah, you can't even order this online. They have a phone. I don't even think they answer it because the second this place opens, immediately, every time, there's like 10 people in line.
Yep.
And so whoever goes, they have to plan out their whole afternoon around getting this food. And you all bet against me. I couldn't believe it. Every one of you. You all knew not to bet on the Patriots. I don't know how you did it.
Well, I couldn't bring myself to bet on the Patriots as a diehard Jets fan.
I get back to the office and we were all eating and this is so good. It's so good.
Ooh, this is spicy.
Right.
But it was great.
And you had some leftovers.
I did. I didn't want to overdo it. Yeah.
And as a great reporter, you reported on the scene. You brought it home for your husband, Archie. Now, I'll just let this speak for itself.
I got you something. Got you some jerk chicken and rice and plantains. I walked all the way to TJ Spice.
Not for you. Walked all the way to TJ Spice.
That's the name of the place, by the way. You walk there, huh?
Oh, yeah. It was a trek.
That was very nice of you.
Yeah, I walked there all by myself.
I got you.
In the cold and everything. You appreciate me?
Yeah, I appreciate you.
All right. Well, tell TJ thank you.
TJ, thank you.
This is my leftovers.
Thank you for the Jamaican food, TJ.
Yeah, you knew I didn't walk and go get that myself, right?
I was keeping the image in my head alive.
Let's be honest, this plate is half eaten. If I would have got you some food from over there, it would have been mad full.
Yeah, but you might have been hungry on the walk. The walk was like draining a little bit. Yeah, because that's how you express your love, by doing these insane challenges.
That is true.
Even in the midst of a little tiny lie and then telling the truth, there's a lot of joy in this voice. Because listen to what he's about to eat.
Mm-hmm. TJ made a bet for the Super Bowl.
Yes.
That the Patriots would win.
Okay.
And they lost. And because they lost, he had to get the whole crew food. And it was Jamaican food.
Thank you, Patriots and Drake May. For my Jamaican food.
Yeah, when I got here at the office, the first thing Kenny does is start a Drake May chant.
You're not going to thank me for not eating all my food and leaving leftovers? This wouldn't have made it to the house if it wasn't for me.
I thank everybody involved. I thank TJ for making the bet and losing, and I thank you for not eating it all.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, because if you didn't say thank you, I would have gone ahead and eaten this.
Well, I appreciate you for not eating the food that you walked so far to get for me.
You see how hard I have to work to get a thank you in that house? I got to work so hard.
Yeah. You didn't do anything, J-Bo.
Yes, I did.
You gave me your leftovers?
Yeah, constraint. You know how hard it is to not eat all that food?
Agreed.
All right.
Yeah,
I couldn't help myself.
I mean,
I would have eaten yours if you offered it to me. I needed more. This is the TJ Show.
What if the most powerful thing about you is not what you do, but it's the energy you bring into a room? I'm Kathy Heller, and I host Everything is Energy. You're going to hear conversations about how your energy shapes every part of your life, your abundance, your relationships, your creativity, your sense of peace, because this isn't about hustle or forcing change. It's about knowing that when your energy changes, your life immediately responds. Listen to Everything is Energy with Kathy Heller, wherever you get your podcasts.
It's football season, and you can now get almost anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. What do we mean by almost? Well, you can't get a running back delivered, but you can get baby back ribs delivered. A strong defense? No. A strong deodorant? Yes. A six-pack of abs? Nope. Six-pack of beer? Yes. Get almost anything for game day delivered with Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Alcohol 21 plus and in select cities. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
This is the TJ Show, and a few moments ago, you heard me making good on my bet. Went to our favorite Jamaican food spot in the area. And so when we go there, the place fills up immediately. And I wound up sitting down waiting for my food. And I want to introduce you to a new friend. Her name is Chevalier. Chevalier, is that you?
Yes, that's me.
You and I, we met yesterday while we were waiting for food.
This man.
Yeah.
You know, he came back with the food and told me that he sat down and talked to this wonderful woman.
Yeah.
And you guys got to know each other. And I'm like, oh, that's great. But I had no idea you were going to call. You had her number.
Yeah, she wanted my phone number, so I gave it to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, we really had a cool connection. It was interesting because you were telling me about how you're retired now and you actually make space almost every week to go and get that nice red bean soup.
Yes, it's awesome. It's so comforting. Oh, I just love it.
Chevalier, if it wasn't for me needing to get the food back to my friend Jabo and Kenny and Heather, by the way, you can meet these guys. Hi, guys. Say hi to Chevalier.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for delaying our lunch yesterday.
Yeah, no, but if it wasn't for having to get the food back to the office, I would have stayed right there and had a whole lunch with you.
Yes, it would have been so awesome.
We got into this great conversation, and I'm like, man, this world, everyone is so protective. No one wants to get to know someone new. I feel like we had this rare moment where we got to know one another and share a little bit of our story. You asked me what I do. I asked you what you do. And it was just like so refreshing to get that time with you, Chevalier, and I'm glad that we're connected. You got to meet my wife, Jess, and this is great. I don't know where this is going to go.
This is insane. I love it.
Yes.
But we need more people striking up random conversations. That's what I walked away with.
Awesome. And you made my day as well. It was a few episodes after you left with the parking space and people wanting food.
Well, Chevalier, after I left and you were observing everything that was happening, was anyone talking to one another or was there mostly silence?
Complete silence.
Right. So we were the only two people. There were over 10 people in there. They were all staring at each other. Chevalier and I were the only ones having this conversation, and we were having so much fun.
Yeah, people probably thought you knew each other. What was your first impression of TJ in the midst of y'all's conversation?
Oh, well, a very, he's...
Nerdy. I know. I hear that all the time.
No. Look, I have a nerdy family, so that doesn't do anything. I just thought an intelligent man that probably will go far in life with his career, outspoken, not afraid of any environment, comfortable with himself.
Wow.
So,
Thank God some of that, right?
Hey, Chevalier, that's really kind of you to say. That's actually super encouraging to hear. I appreciate it. And listen, what a joy. You got great food, met great people, and I just appreciate you. And we'll be in touch, okay?
I appreciate that so much.
There she is, Chevalier, on the TJ Show. This is the TJ Show, or news. It sounds different around here. Kenny reads through every story he can find, and then he brings us the most interesting ones. Kenny, what's happening on the planet today?
Canadian figure skater Madeline Skeezis is also a college student.
Wait a minute. Skeezis?
I think I looked up how to pronounce her name, and that's what I heard.
When you've got ski in your name like that, I mean, of course you're going to become an Olympic skier. That's amazing.
Well, she's a figure skater.
It's like Alicia Keys. She plays the piano.
Yes.
I don't think it's on purpose. I think that's more branding.
The name is
that her real name?
spelled...
No. Oh, my bad. Never mind.
It would have been a cool coincidence.
Yeah, never mind.
It's spelled Schizas. Skeezis. She's an Olympic figure skater for Team Canada. She's also a college student. And I guess with the excitement of the Olympic Games in Milan and Cortina, Italy this year, she forgot that she had a sociology assignment due.
Let her go. Well, who cares?
Well, so she took the time to send an email to her sociology professor asking for an extension. She even included a press release proving that she was indeed participating in the Olympic Games. She also took the time to screenshot that and post it to her 33,000 followers on social media. Good news is the professor did give her the extension.
Nice.
There you go.
Yep.
Kenny, what else do you have?
Well, staying in school, a young student from Dallas, Texas named Aiden appears to be the youngest person ever to achieve nuclear fusion.
Okay, boil that down. Tell me exactly what that means.
So nuclear fusion is how many nuclear power plants are powered. It's essentially the process where two light atomic nuclei combine to form a single heavier nucleus, and this releases a massive amount of energy. It's the same reaction that powers our sun.
I get it.
Wow.
So this is nuclear energy.
Could it be used as a sun on Mars? Like, could it be like a little space heater on Mars?
A space heater.
I think we're a long ways away from that, but possibly. I do think people are working on that.
How old is this kid?
He is 12 years young.
Yeah, maybe he's the guy.
Wow.
What are we doing with our lives?
Yeah. We're not worrying too much about the Earth, it seems.
Yeah.
Apparently, he started this project at the age of 8, spending 2 years studying nuclear physics before building prototypes. And after 4 years of work, he successfully achieved fusion and detected neutrons, confirming the result. So now the process goes, because they think he's the youngest person to ever do this, but they're not quite sure. So they're submitting an application to the Guinness Book of World Records. And I guess that'll be the determining factor if indeed he is the youngest person to ever achieve this scientific feat.
That's what we're focusing on? Give this boy a job.
Yeah, it's great.
What?
I'd be nervous if my kid came up with something like that. You get these scientists knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Can we see your child, please?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Come with me, kid. And what? What do you mean?
Never see their kid again.
Yeah.
Well, his mother was nervous as he was working on this project because we're talking about a lot of power and things could go wrong. There are serious safety concerns.
Yeah. What are you plugging into the wall? What is that? Hey, no, get that out. It would never work in my house. I'd stop the genius right there. Get that out of the outlet.
Your poor kids.
It all worked out in this case.
Kenny, what else do you have?
The ratings are in for the Super Bowl. According to Nielsen data, Super Bowl 60 is the second most watched all time with nearly an average of 125 million viewers.
Hey.
Wow.
Sweet.
There's something fun about most of the nation, or I should say a large percentage of the nation tuning into one thing, and we're living this experience together. There's something beautiful about that.
Yeah, now, interestingly enough, that's the average viewership. The peak viewership was about 138 million. That is a U.S. record. So at peak viewing, they did reach a record. And when it comes to average viewership, it does appear the Bad Bunny halftime show had more average viewers than the rest of the game.
Wow.
Yeah. The game was boring, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
To be fair, I didn't watch it, but I heard.
It was
I only watched
game.
I only watched the halftime show, and it was awesome.
It was something special.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
even
it
the way
was.
they shot it, the story behind it, the love with the wedding, the
joy.
dancing, and love seeing Gaga in there as a surprise.
It was
Ricky
a whole bunch
Martin.
of joy. It was awesome.
My favorite part was going online after and seeing what all the symbolism was, because I obviously had just no idea.
Now, more than that, the Super Bowl halftime show had an effect on New York City plumbing. From the New York City Environmental Protection Department, close to 800,000 New Yorkers waited until after Bad Bunny's performance to use the bathroom.
That's
Usually
funny.
you use the bathroom during halftime. Yeah.
So according to their post on social media, they say New York City saw a significant reduction in water usage throughout the 5 boroughs during the Super Bowl's Bad Bunny halftime show. In the 15 minutes after the Bad Bunny performance was over, 761,719 toilets flushed across town.
Can you imagine?
Everybody was holding it in until Bad Bunny was done, and then they did their business afterwards.
It's amazing that we have this data.
I know.
It's like,
Yeah.
that's
It's
great.
incredible.
Yeah.
After all that dancing, they were like, no, now I really gotta go.
Yeah,
I really gotta go right now.
Yeah, the rats were like, yo, everything's a little quiet. Let's go see what we can find. And they had a big surprise coming their way.
That's right.
Yeah.
Kenny, what else you got?
Well, in other sporting news, the son of Tiger Woods, Charlie Woods, he's a high school junior. He has made a commitment to play his college golf at Florida State University. He will be a Seminole.
Cool.
All right.
Is he looking like he's going to be something special?
I think so.
That's so cool.
Really good. I mean, he's led his high school team to now their first 2 ever state championships in Florida.
Wow.
He has played in some like father-son tournaments. He's shown some really great strides. And
good for him.
Interestingly enough, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, again, once he's a freshman in college, if he gets invited to play at the Masters, because the Masters invites an amateur champion to play alongside the professionals. And I mean, he seems like he's got all the tools his father had, and maybe then some.
I don't care about golf, but I do want to see that. That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Well, it'd be really cool too, because Tiger, as a multiple Masters winner, he gets invited regardless of how he plays during the season or whether he's hurt or not. He gets invited to every Masters. So imagine Tiger and his son both playing in the Masters at the same time.
It's like a LeBron and his son.
Yeah. Really cool.
Kenny, what else you got?
There was a large long-term study out of Johns Hopkins Alzheimer's Research Center that found brain training video games may help protect against dementia for up to 20 years.
Nice.
Now, what is that exactly? So not your average video game, but one specifically designed for it?
Not the games I'm playing. This study specifically referenced one available online called Double Decision on a platform called Brain HQ. According to the study, older adults who did 23 hours of speed-based brain training over 3 years had a 25% lower risk of developing dementia.
That's not that many hours. You said 23 hours over 3 years?
Yes.
That's it. That's a one day out of 3 years.
bad.
Yeah.
Whoa.
pretty
good. That is good. Because I was going to say, I think learning an instrument and reading music is also good for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's really frustrating too. And
Yes, it is.
I'm trying to get it right, and I got a long way to go. But my grandfather and my grandmother, who are still alive in their 90s, they both play music.
Yeah, researchers believe that the speed training works by boosting neuroplasticity and cognitive reserve.
It's great. Love it. Anything that's good for us, I'm down. Kenny, what else you got?
I'm not sure if you guys have been following this story, but for the past 15 weeks, 19 Buddhist monks have been participating in a peace walk from Texas to Washington, D.C. They finally finished their 2,300-mile journey in 108 days. They arrived in Washington, D.C. yesterday.
Nice.
I've been following it. They had a dog that went along with them, right?
Yeah, it was a rescue dog named Aloka, and that dog became a social media sensation. People were really following the dog, but the organizers stressed
that dog's never going to ask for a walk again, by the way.
For real, the dog's like, please.
Stay away from the door. He's like, guys, when is this going to end?
There was a little bit of danger along the way. An escort vehicle was hit near Houston, Texas. 2 of the monks were injured. One of them was able to rejoin and participated in the walk in a wheelchair. Now, I will say that their return trip will be less arduous. They're going to stop at the Maryland state capitol, and then they're getting on a bus back to Texas.
I know that's right. Those legs got to be tired, man.
Yeah, by mile 3, you go, ooh, we're going to have to take a bus back. Yeah.
What do you think this?
Kenny, what else do you have?
The CEO of Chipotle is making clear that he does not want to have a value menu like McDonald's does.
I don't think McDonald's has a value menu. Like it used to have like $1. Oh, it does have a value menu. It used to have $1 menu. They could bring that back though.
Essentially, with prices being so high, he was asked if they would do a value meal. He said, I don't want to do that. In my mind, every penny we ask someone to pay for it, I don't want to devalue our core offerings. He said, instead of offering an extra value menu, they're testing out the idea of a happier hour where certain times of the day they will offer their food for less money. They said in the $10 or less range.
What else do you have?
There's a Super Bowl prank that's going viral and got some coverage in Men's Journal. So here's what happened. Apparently, someone invited over a bunch of friends to watch the Super Bowl, but the host didn't screen this year's Super Bowl. He showed YouTube video of the last time the Patriots and Seahawks met in the Super Bowl about 11 years ago.
That sounds about right for the internet.
Wait. Did his guests know this?
They did not realize it for at least an hour and a half,
that is
according
genius.
to the video.
See, so I did see this story yesterday.
You gotta be kidding me.
I saw this and I was like, this is the greatest thing. But then my joy was stolen because I'm like, nah, it's got to be AI. So then I start going down that wormhole. No one's covering it. And I don't know if it really happened. This should have been one of the most enjoyable moments of my day yesterday. But because everything's fake, I couldn't enjoy it. You're telling me it's real?
I think it's real. Again, Men's Journal is giving it some coverage. It looks real. Now, was it a setup? I don't know. Maybe it was a setup.
An hour and a half? What was it? They waited for the halftime show and they were like, wait, where's Bad Bunny? Who is this?
Maybe, we don't know that. But so the two teams had completely different rosters. Tom Brady was the quarterback for the Patriots back then.
Oh my God.
Russell Wilson was the quarterback for the Seahawks. He hasn't played for the Seahawks in 5+ years. Interestingly enough, they showed Tom Brady's statistics clearly saying 2014 season on the graphic, on the screen. Nobody seemed to notice.
I'm going to bet that it's totally set up for the internet just so this would happen. So it would become a viral story. They get famous, the whole thing.
There weren't no real fans there. People were just there for like the social and the food. They weren't really watching the game.
It looked like a majority young women. I would estimate college women. They were in their pajamas.
Kenny, that's offensive.
Some of them were on their laptops.
Did you hear what he just said?
Well, that women don't like sports and can't can't understand what's going on in a football field.
An
Is that what he said?
outrageous
That's
thing.
what we heard.
Right?
I am reporting what I saw in the video. I'm not making any
Little brains
claims.
can't handle football.
That's what I heard.
Heather feels differently about you now.
So there were no commercials that aired except for the YouTube ads that automatically popped up.
And by the way, J-Bo's very graceful.
I'm trying to be graceful, yeah. Trying.
Well, I'm just saying what I saw.
Okay. Well, in this world, though, you can't do that.
Yeah. So, and then at the very end of the video, there's one woman who's covering her face in disbelief that she got. That's pretty much the gist of the video.
That wacky internet. Those wild social media influencers.
I hope it's real. I choose to believe it's real.
I know. I do
and
too.
they were all on their laptops, which means they were not watching the game.
Yep.
Yeah, they weren't watching it.
Well, it reminds me, your friend Massimo called a while back, and he suggested that I record Jeopardy and watch it the next day so I could show off in front of my fiance because I'd know all of the answers. It's a similar style prank.
Then you did that?
I didn't because Allison and I watch Jeopardy every day, so it wouldn't
There'd be
work
no
out
way.
that way. Yeah,
And Kenny's got a big man brain, so he'll be able to get all the answers anyway.
That's
it's
true.
fine.
It's very
Kenny,
true.
thank you for
saying that, Heather.
keeping us somewhat informed.
That's what's happening.
It's a fascinating story. Britney Spears apparently sold the rights to her iconic music catalog. They're guessing it's somewhere around the figures that Justin Bieber got, which was a $200 million deal.
Wow.
That's according to an unnamed source close to the
Right, so
situation.
this is what people think. First of all, I can't blame her for taking the payday. I do wonder what the motives are of some of these companies that are buying up these catalogs. This one company apparently has a 50% stake in Notorious B.I.G.'s estate. They've reached deals with Whitney Houston's estate, Bob Marley, Prince, Cars. 2020, Stevie Nicks sold her publishing rights to the company. And I just can't help but think, what's the big picture goal here? Is it just fancy commercials and all that? Or are we entering into a space where, in the Britney example, or any of these examples, you can take this entire catalog, you load it into the most incredible AI software. It learns everything about the music that already is proven to work with human beings. And by the way, humans have stayed humans for a long time. It's the clothes that change, but we're sort of wired the same way for all these years.
Oh, yeah.
So what if it learns the music and it generates an entire new artist or whatever? There's so many possibilities that we know now, but then also that we don't know in the future. Is the play that they're banking on the very successful Whitney Houston, and then does music turn into some version of Whitney Houston?
Well, let's say that is the case. When we hear music now that's done by AI, there's still something that's missing in it. You can still tell that it's not a human being.
Sure.
Like, the soul. It's missing a soul.
Right.
So they could possibly do that all they want, but it's still going to miss the human.
Sure, but what I worry about with human beings, and I see it in my kids a little bit, is that they like some of this junk that's on the internet, and that's all they know. They don't appreciate some of the artistry in the movies or the shows that we watched. And so will people or a future generation get used to it and not experience this creative, awesome process? Is that where we're headed? Because I don't know why else they would want all these collections. Because there's going to be so much music, we're not going to know what to do with it. Any one of us can probably produce a song on our home computer, and it's like the marketplace is oversaturated. So
I would say, let's say it's like 100 years from now, and that is the case. All the music they have is stuff that's been AI generated. I do believe the same way things are now, how certain stories are passed on and, history is known and certain music is still listened to because there are people whose parents taught them that or their grandparents, and it's continued to be passed on within families and lineage. And so there will be some people that will tell their kids like, hey, this is from like 100 years ago, but this is legit music. This is how music used to sound.
Yeah.
Remember T-Pain?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think there will be some of those people to be able to help the future, know like, hey, that's processed food, but this right here, this is vegetables, this is meat and potatoes.
Yeah, the history of all this is so important, but we're getting to watch it all unfold right now. Yeah.
Well, TJ, I'm looking into this, and it does appear that when these catalogs are purchased by these entities, that a lot of the motivation is to train generative AI software to potentially make new music in the future.
I believe it.
It's bizarre. Wow. This is sort of sad for me, Kenny.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, you tell me what you think of this, J-Bo. So,
Alrighty.
funny enough, we were just talking about Meta glasses and recording everything. Kenny got a pair of Meta glasses. These are the glasses, they're sunglasses, you put them on your face and you can hit a button and it records exactly what you're looking at. And it looks like a human perspective.
Yeah, real POV.
And then it records to your phone, you get the video later. Well, anyway, Long story short, Kenny is with his bowling team last night, and I see a video on social media, and it's you bowling a strike, and I was really impressed. I was like, dude, look at this guy. He knows how to throw a ball, and you recorded it, and it was cool to see what you saw. It really is great. The technology is amazing. But there's a backstory to this, and I think this is very unfair to your team.
Right. Well, as soon as I got the glasses, I was very excited to try them out at bowling and capture a POV strike. The problem was, it took me 6 tries to actually get that strike while wearing the glasses. It appears either I was jinxing myself because I was getting in my head knowing I was recording myself, jinxing myself and throwing bad shots, or literally I was wearing sunglasses inside. Perhaps it was affecting my vision.
Yeah, your perception.
Yeah,
and my perception. So it got to the point where like the other team, they were busting my chops because I would take them off, I'd throw a strike, and they'd say, put the glasses back on. And I put the glasses on, and then I would inevitably miss. And finally, I captured one, but it took me 6 tries. So you did not see all of that if you were following our stories last night.
This is so sad. Yeah, if you want to see the one strike of the 6, you could find it at TJ Podcast on Instagram. But to me, that feels like that's such a wrong move for your team. It's literally hurting your game so you can look good on social media.
Yeah, pretty much. And after I captured the one strike, I stopped and I bowled normal the rest of the night.
So you're sacrificing your team's well-being so that you look cool.
For the gram. What can I say?
Man, and then we here we are looking at the gram thinking like, man, Kenny did it in one try.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's why you got to be careful with the things you see on social, because it took Kenny 6 tries to actually get it.
Yes. And it took him hurting other people.
Yes, to get it.
To make himself look cool.
We did end up losing last night, too. So
can you imagine?
It might have been the difference.
Well, it just feels so wrong because you're a great bowler. It's so unlike you to miss that many in a row.
Well, it wasn't in a row.
But just in a game.
Yeah, you did a disservice to the people.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the course of 2 games, every time I wore the glasses, I didn't get a strike. I would take them on and off, and it appeared the glasses definitely had something to do with it.
Think about this. Like, how many things we see on social media that sway the way we think about the world or the people that are posting them, and we don't know most of the backstory of what's going on behind those videos, behind those stories. So, Kenny, you're a great example of what not to do.
Well, I do have the footage of the 5 misses if you'd like.
No, nobody has time for that.
That would have been great. Yeah, that would have been great.
And in this case, it really doesn't matter because it was bowling, so who cares?
Right.
No, I mean, who cares?
No, I hear you, but there are real things that are happening in our world right now where this is a little microcosm, Kenny.
No, whatever. For the gram.
This is the TJ Show.